throw to Coleman is broken up by Nate Wiggins. Baltimore will take over with 1:51 and all three Buffalo timeouts. After all that, Allen to the sideline, incomplete for the flag. Right back to Coleman in front of Nate Wiggins. That 6'3" frame of Coleman.
Pass interference, defense number 2. Ball he placed at spot of the foul, automatic.
It's a 4-2-8. He does not have to worry about Coleman going by him, which is why you're seeing.
Here it is. The throw to Coleman is broken up by Nate Wiggins. Tying it.
Remember we were talking about the battle they had down the field? Look at that. It wasn't even started, and Wiggins is looking back in the backfield. He knew the ball was coming. Those one-on-one opportunities, and he was there to make a huge play. It's not over.
Fourth quarter leads and preventing comebacks. On to start their first drive of the third. The right being chased by Roquan Smith. Throws it down the sideline and is intercepted. Picked off at the 40-yard line. Comes across midfield to the Browns 40. Nate Wiggins to the 30. One man to beat 10. Wiggins is taken down at the 5-yard line. Oh, Nate Wiggins with the pick and almost pick 6. And he's got the house warmed up now. In these situations and getting to a different outcome.
For a moment, Flacco rolling, and he throws on the run, and it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins, and Wiggins inside Browns territory. Flacco's trying to chase him down, and Batonio was able to get him at the 6-yard line. Last year was in the right place at the right time.
This is just a horrible decision and worse throw by Joe Flacco. He's 40 years old. This is his 18th year. He knows better than that. I can't believe he threw that ball. Credit the Ravens for not only the interception, but the significant return. But that's the type of critical error. When you have a 40-year-old as your quarterback, you do not expect him to make that kind of mistake.
3 Ravens, but
more jersey sales than Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
Full forward is smashed by Wiggins. What a hit. It'll be 3rd down.
Physicality, watch this, he reads it, boom. And that's a perfect legal hit. I love that. Got his head out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Play action here is Goff lets it go, and what a good play. Tesla was he's the one who blitzes and gets in the face of Jared Goff. He comes a little bit late, but there's the one-on-one matchup, and Wiggins does an excellent job in coverage, locked up man-to-man. Here's another look at Roquan Smith. But they know what's at stake. Big 3rd down here.
I need you to think, hey, here's what I know.
This drive to a field goal try at best.
And not allowing any deep balls to go over their heads.
Make the tackle. Yes, sir.
Drops the throw from the end zone. Fires over the middle. Intercepted! Nate Wiggins with a pick. Brings it along the sideline inside the 10. And the Ravens with the first turnover of the day. And finally, this house is on fire!
Intercepted! Wiggins steps in front. And the right defensively.
Just an incredible.
Drops the throw from the end zone. Fires over the middle. Intercepted! Nate Wiggins with a pick. Brings it along the sideline. Is on fire! The biggest defensive play of the season, and it could not have come at a more important time. And it could not have come at a more important time.
Let's go!
Darden, Scatterbury, quick toss. Burton, they sniff it out. Rook away. Nate Wiggins. Johnny on this.
Trying to scheme up a quick pass here to get the ball into a playmaker's hands and move, and just Wiggins plays the block perfectly, clears it.
On, fake the handoff from his own end zone. Williams has time. Downfield, intercepted. Wiggins steps in front. And the offensively
Of undercutting this route, you're going to see it here. He runs the route with him, undercuts it for the interception. Beautiful defensive back play from Nate Wiggins in a massive moment.
for Chicago. Rushes on. Williams uncorks it. Incomplete. DJ Moore matched up with Nate Wiggins, and Wiggins wins the battle.
This ball from Caleb, maybe just a little bit high.
Yeah, man, I feel like for my last year I grew more mature, and I feel like I'm at the top of my game right now, so I feel like no receiver can match up with me, and I feel like I can guard him, so why not put me on?
He's the last quarterback you'd want to have a hamstring injury with. Here's the pass, Pacheco able to fight through that hit. Oh my goodness, that was Wiggins who delivered the blow, and it's Wiggins who's hurt. Oh my goodness, another Raven down.
And he's been playing as well at the cornerback position for his team as anybody, so that is another monster injury. Roquan, him, at a BK.
Watch this effort by Pacheco.
I mean, the hits, no one's been playing better than Wiggins. One team we think is a monster, right? And the Ravens, whose record doesn't necessarily indicate, because they've played two great opponents, two of the best offenses in the league, in the Lions and the Bills. But to me, how many years did you hear?
Second down and long, fake the handoff from his own end zone. Williams has time. Downfield, intercepted. Wiggins steps in front. And the Raves defensively.
They're cutting this route. You're going to see it here. He runs the route with him, undercuts it for the interception. Beautiful defensive back play from Nate Wiggins in a massive moment.
Second and 10 for Chicago. Rushes on. Williams uncorks it. Incomplete. DJ Moore matched up with Nate Wiggins, and Wiggins wins the battle.
This ball from Caleb, maybe just a little bit high.
I need you.
Nate. Here's the end zone. Fires over the middle. Intercepted. Nate Wiggins with a pick. Brings it along the sideline inside the 10. And the Ravens with the first turnover of the day. And finally, this house is on fire.
Intercepted. Wiggins steps in front. And the defensively.
Just an incredible job of undercutting this route.
The biggest defensive play of the brings it along the sideline inside the 10. And the Ravens with the season. And it could not have come at a more important time.
Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. We needed that. Hey, no, what I tell you? What I tell you?
Hey, we gotta do it again now. Let's go. Catch your breath. Get ready to do it again. Get ready to do it again.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, man. Get ready to do it again. Catch your breath. Let's go.
His first pick back in 22. Meanwhile, the pass is caught, and that's a first down. Into Ravens territory to the 41. Tight end Julian Hill is out injured tonight, so it's going to be Dulcich and Tanner Connor.
You get blitz here.
So the ball is going to have to get out quickly by Tua. Does a good job of feeling that. Look how quickly that ball is out well before his tight end even turns. So good job of sensing the Ravens, if they're going to get pressure zone coverage.
Now from the 25 over the middle, incomplete. Flag is thrown. We got Wiggins covering on the play. Pass intended for Westbrook-Akini. The only guy with an interception this season for the Ravens. He has both of them.
Keep in mind, they've been inside this 35-yard line tonight 4 times and have come away with just 6 points. Haven't called Wiggins' name a lot tonight. Hasn't been on a running back to get out there in space and
So what's up? They try you and you want to hold people.
And hold him. I read the route. He read the route. So
he could have picked it, huh?
He ran the route better than
I know, but he could have picked it.
I got that early.
But you could have picked it. I know. If you wanted to be great, you would have said, I need 3. I'm greedy.
I wanted Malachi to get one, bro.
Okay.
McCarthy looking wide of Jefferson at the 2. Wiggins. And the frustration evident for the Minnesota Vikings. The defense has as well. McCarthy, 20 points for a 3rd week in a row.
And then it's by faith. You can't have courage without having.
It's really just focusing on where we want to be and the steps to get there.
The season in practice that now you get a chance to go out there and execute.
3rd down and 10. Sanders takes a big hit and he's picked off. Intercepted on the play by Nate Wiggins. Sanders needs some help getting up as Wiggins has his 3rd pick of the year.
The whole time of that series, the Browns have said, we know we can't live in a drop-back situation against the Ravens. And it's your second quarterback, another rookie, in a drop-back 3rd and long situation. And you saw how many people came at him. The pick happens with Wiggins, and the Ravens finally have good field position.
2nd down and 10. Here comes the blitz. Sanders throws, and it's incomplete. It was the rookie Malachi Starks coming untouched.
All that there, changing the picture. And now he's coming off your edge here, and now Sanders has to step up, which I think he makes a good throw, getting the ball out to Fannin and giving him an opportunity while having someone in his face. Fannin has to come away with that catch.
Checks into the backfield. Shador Sanders from the shotgun. Ravens bring blitz pressure on the rookie quarterback. Hit as he throws. It's intercepted. Picked off. It's Nate Wiggins. Returns it inside the 20 and down to the Browns' 16-yard line. And just like that, fortune tilts in the Ravens' favor.
Yes, sir. Oh, man.
Ravens will win their 4th consecutive game. Jason Taylor in motion and a play action. Taylor throwing to the outside, and it is juggled and incomplete. Nate Wiggins nearly had that interception, but could not bring it in.
And Jason, you just mentioned that he's going to get the ball out quickly, wants to. Needed to be a little bit quicker there. Nate Wiggins drew a bead on that one, broke on the football. Donai Mitchell was out.
Jets are going for it. Low snap. Taylor throwing outside. Incomplete. Not a ball.
Bringing the better of unity. From the New York, Taylor in the shotgun on 4th and 2. Ravens bring blitz pressure off the edge. Taylor fires near side. Incomplete. He wanted John Mechie. And Nate Wiggins had the perfect coverage.
Great coverage. Nate Wiggins had the coverage, and that is a big turnover.
Perfectly technique-wise. You challenge a young corner sometimes, his technique, his eyes, those kind of things, and he played it beautifully.
Burrow. Chase covered. Burrow escapes. Joe throws to the pylon, incomplete. Tried to get it to Houston.
And why not? But you're taking a look at Joe Burrow here. You see him move. He looks comfortable. But again, the Ravens just do a good job. They call that plastering. When the quarterback gets out of the pocket, get on your guy and guard him closely. The Ravens all over him.
Nate Wiggins there again. Burrow for Chase. Blanketed by Wiggins. This will be a field goal to take the lead for Cincinnati? Yes, it will. It's 1-2, chip chat.
The defense, really, in the last 3 seasons, hasn't been able to live up to their end of the bargain. So,
Carlton Davis.
3rd and 6. Ravens rush 4. Mid throws. Contested catch. Diggs. No. Nate Wiggins, second-year man out of Clemson, the first rounder, breaks it up.
Big fan of Drake May, right? I mean, let me just say that right off the bat. But he has hung about 3 balls so far in this game inside, and if we had seen Wiggins get his head around a little bit sooner, that may have been a problem.
His clock will start to factor in here. 3rd and 2, here comes the pressure, throwing behind it, nearly intercepted by Wiggins, intended for Williams, and it's 4th and 2.
Coming, blitz here, he knows they're going to throw a slant, and he went to get it and almost potentially ended this game.
Almost caught him with the hard count. Kyle Van Noy was waving, no you didn't. Rodgers downfield for Calvin Austin in coverage, incomplete. Nate Wiggins back defensively for Baltimore. And they'll call the athletic training staff out to look at the second-year corner out of Clemson.
Without DK Metcalf, that would be a really impressive accomplishment, because this has really hurt this football, and in particular, hurt Aaron Rodgers.
That throw in the middle, Wiggins with the coverage, incomplete, trying to get it to Adam Thielen, the veteran receiver. You talk about the separate 2nd and 9 from 25. Gainwell the back, Rodgers looking that way, and Wiggins with the coverage on the tight end Freiermuth. It's incomplete. And Wiggins comes up with the play.
Like a tight end heavy kind of offense, but you got a tight end against one of the fastest players in the National Football League. Wiggins certainly wasn't worried about Freiermuth running past him and made the play.